it's Glenda with Knitting Ninja. I'm going to show you today how to make a knitted stitch and increase and decrease a stitch. Now sometimes, depending on what you're wanting to do with your pattern, you'll want to make versus increase. And I'll show you. I had a problem with this. That's why I'm giving you a heads up here. I'm going to, by the way, never mind for you beginners that I'm working on 3 stitches, or excuse me, this is called knitting around. Pay no attention to that. I'm just going to show you something real fast here. Alright, I'm out here outside, so you may hear my dog panting. I'm smelling someone barbecuing something. Oh God, it's good. Anyway, whenever you're making a stitch, what you're going to do, I hope you can see this, is you're going to want to pick up this bit of yarn that's in between the stitches. You've all seen it, and what you want to do, people call this the shoulder, I've heard that, is you want to bring it up over the left needle, right? I like to see that V there because, and I'll show you why here in a minute, and it's a little hard, but it's worth it. And then you just kind of knit into it, right? And there you've made a stitch. Now we're going to drop that stitch. Now why I don't think you should do this is because it leaves holes. Did you see what I just did? I took that bit of yarn and I put it over the left needle. Don't have that V, what I'm talking about right there. And that, oh, that smells like hamburgers. Man, I'm hungry. Anyway, I want you to do it so that you see that V right there. I'm doing it here using natural sunlight. I'm outside and it's lovely out and it's not smoking today for some strange reason. Anyway, that's how you make a stitch. And that's usually abbreviated as a capital M, and they'll give you the number that you want to make. And I think you can only do one at a time, so it would be M1. Okay? See that? I picked up that shoulder, put it over the left stitch, and we're going to work into it like you would a normal knit stitch. So it can be a little bit difficult. And then we're going to make a stitch. Alright, and then we're going to drop it. And I'm going to show you how to increase. Whenever they say I and C, that's usually the abbreviation for increasing. And normally it's done on a knit stitch. You knit like you normally would, right? And then you don't drop this stitch off. You take your right stitch, needle, and go to the back like this, and knit that way. And then you come and you've just made a stitch. Now see, this is really, really obvious. And that's why whenever you're making a stitch, you don't see that. It looks like you just did a purl there. And you can do stealth stitches, and that's what making is. Okay, we'll do that again. Oh, and I want to show you why I like you to see that V whenever you're making a stitch, because actually I'm doing a whole bunch of increases on this one piece of work, and I don't know if you can see this, but take my word for it. So you can kind of see the little, you try to make it as smooth as possible, but down here you see a hole, right there, a hole, and there a hole. That's where I made by not using that preferred make stitch where you see the V. I don't know what I was thinking of, but since I'm going to be working off this, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Anyway, I hope that helped you define the difference between making a stitch and increase. I did not show you decrease. Let's do decrease real quick. I was just about to close out there. I have limited time. Okay, when you're decreasing a stitch, again, it's like you're knitting, and instead of doing it into this first stitch that's on your left needle, you go into the second stitch and then knit both of them together. See? Now that is one way to decrease a stitch, but now you only have one instead of 2. And let's back that up. Let's say a lot of people have you slip, then knit, then bring this over. Okay? And my daughter's home. Well, I hope that it cleared things up. If you have any questions, look at the screen below. You can go to my Facebook. You can talk to me through WordPress. Have a good day.